Autogynephelia. That sounds like a really strange word and term. A lot of people probably don't know what that means, and so I'm doing a thing on it. So autogynephilia is a theory that was created by a psychologist, a sexologist or something by the name of Ray Blanchard quite a few decades ago. And for the most part, his work has been debunked, okay, by the scientific community. But at the time, it was kind of presented as an explanation for why transgender, or at the time transsexual people, why we are the way we are, okay, especially transgender women, okay. And so one of his explanations, the biggest explanation for it, was what he called autogynephilia. Okay, auto meaning self, okay, and genephilia basically meant like you're becoming a girl. So basically what it was is the idea that men are sexually aroused, sometimes not all men, but certain men are sexually aroused by the idea of either becoming women physically or by doing things, by becoming women in society, okay, doing things that women do, and that kind of gets them excited, okay, and he called that autogynephilia. Now, I would say when it comes to a lot of BS and lies, there's sometimes a little bit of truth in it. Look, if you are a trans girl or a crossdresser, I don't think I need to tell you that there was probably some time in your life when this was kind of a sexually exciting thing for you, okay? And you probably know plenty of girls who maybe it still is a very sexually exciting thing for them. And I guess if that's too in your face, it could be kind of annoying. But you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. Listen, everybody has some kind of a sexually exciting time in their life, especially when they're like an adolescent or something, or a young adult, whatever. That's in general a sexually exciting time. There's nothing different about transgender people, okay? You know, second, if you in the past have found this to be a sexually exciting thing, that doesn't mean that you're not transgender, okay? Or that something is wrong with you, okay? It doesn't mean that. But I will say this, I do think that it's something that you should be honest with yourself about, okay? That, you know, as you're exploring this part of yourself, I think you need to kind of do an honest inventory of how much of this is driven by the sexual excitement of it, and how much of it is driven by your desire to live your life or just to feel like a woman, okay? Because maybe there's a difference between you getting in touch with sexual exciting desires you have and you're exploring a sense of inner femininity that later on feels exciting to you, okay? Anyway, again, even if it all is all very sexual, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're not transgender. This being a sexually exciting thing isn't an alternate theory. You know, it isn't some kind of an alternate explanation to gender identity. It just honestly means that it's normal. That for transgender women especially, finding some kind of sexual excitement in this is kind of a normal thing. But as Ray Blanchard himself discovered, that those feelings usually dissipate with time. That in transgender women who are leaning more into their feminine sides, who are living their lives, in his study they had gone through, you know, transitional surgeries and everything, they're not usually still feeling that way. Or maybe we're talking, this is a long time in the past, okay, so they might have identified as transvestites or something, which is a crossdresser. They may not still be reporting those feelings, okay, after years of this. So these things are normal. Those sexually exciting feelings are normal. But it's also normal for them to go away and for you to still feel like, you know, you want to present as a woman at times or full time. Okay. Anyway, those are my thoughts.